wrestling fans, welcome to another edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, CJ Scorpio, alongside the invincible E. Vincent.
Hey!
WWE Extreme Rules. And E, this Extreme Rules could be said was stronger than WrestleMania. Why?
A few different reasons. There was a couple of matches that went over the top. Definitely the last one, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, which we'll get into.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think it was better than John Cena versus Rock.
All right. Let's get started here with the action. What happened here from the top at Extreme Rules. The first match of the night was actually Falls Count Anywhere, Randy Orton versus Kane. This was a lackluster match, as I described on UnifiedWrestling.com, the live coverage, and basically ends in the same old fashion. RKO, game over.
It had its moments. Definitely having it be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Added to it, getting the crowd involved, going to the backstage area. Zack Ryder trying to get involved, desperately trying to get noticed still. It had a few moments, but I just want to see Randy Orton end a match with something other than an RKO.
Didn't do it for me. I mean, I don't even think it had its moments. I mean, they went into the crowd, they went to the backstage area, yeah, but I mean, show me something else. I mean, Randy Orton's got the same old every week. Do you think it's appropriate to be able to defend this guy?
I don't know. I mean, again, the catalog of moves that he pulls from lends itself to predictability.
The DDP
yeah.
catalog, you mean?
Yeah.
Or the Stone Cold catalog? Which one?
Diamond Dallas Page wants that move back. But, again, if he would just mix it up a little bit, end with something other than an RKO, because, come on, it gets boring. But,
he should be the guy going away. I'm sorry. Is it just me? I'm tired of Randy Orton. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments. You know I'll reply. Whatever. Just let me know. Anyway, needless to say, RKO later, Kane is defeated, and all is well in the world. All right? After that, we have the match between Brodus Clay and Dolph Ziggler. That's right. The Funkasaurus takes on the guy with the best flop move since Manu Ginobili. E, what do you think of this match? Actually, this match actually ends when, of course, Brodus Clay hits the old headbutt, then the straight, what's it called? Funkasaurus Slam?
Splash, yeah.
Funkasaurus Splash, yeah. And gets the 1-2-3 on Dolph Ziggler.
Well, this match actually had a little bit more, I'll say, move depth than most of his matches have had so far.
Oh, it's
more than 50% of that is Dolph Ziggler because
more than 50%. Easy.
He sells a hit like none other. But this match, again, I'm still hoping that they'll do something with Brodus Clay. I mean, what they were getting ready to come out with him to do a few months ago before they came up with the Funkasaurus, to me seemed a little bit more interesting. But
I mean, you got Funkasaurus, great. But what about Lord Tensai or Ryback?
And this Sandow guy that's getting ready to come out. You got a whole lot of big scary
There's talent
moves,
out there. This guy can compete with that style of wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean,
and maybe they were just doing this to buy some time. Everybody knows Brodus Clay, but it's good to see him in another pay-per-view actually wrestling as opposed to calling his mama.
I want to start seeing Dolph Ziggler win a match.
Yeah,
I mean, can the guy get a belt?
That is the other.
Throw him a bone.
That is the other thing. Being one of the best floppers in the business right now, it is a blessing and a curse for him because they keep putting him in to make other guys look good.
Everybody wants to wrestle him. Why not? They look like freaking greats.
Hornswoggle last week looked like a technical genius due to Dolph Ziggler's ability to flop.
Ziggler, one of the best, no doubt. Anyway, this match ends like we mentioned here, where Brodus Clay hits that old Funkasaurus Splash on Ziggler, and of course, that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Again, better things hopefully here for Dolph Ziggler in the weeks to come.
Yeah. Not only that, I'm hoping for something better for Brodus Clay because what they got him doing right now is a waste of his talents. I think he can do more.
Then dance? Shake the jiglets?
For Christ, yes. I love the ladies, but nobody needs to see Brodus Clay dancing,
Call my mama. Where's the phone?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Anyway, after that match, we had the Intercontinental match between Cody Rhodes and The Big Show. As we know, The Big Show finally got his W and his WWE WrestleMania moment here last month. But actually this month, on the 1st, excuse me. Was it going to carry on? Was this going to be something that he was going to be able to retain for a long term? Apparently not! Tables match seemed like a good idea to start, right?
Yeah, to start with, because again, the question that they asked at the very beginning, how the heck is Cody Rhodes going to get Big Show onto a table? Thinkifying, apparently, because
great thinking, WWE. Great thinking.
As Big Show went to get back into the ring, Cody Rhodes kicked his leg. He stepped backwards onto a table and crushed it.
There he goes.
Yeah. I think I've made a grave mistake. Exactly.
Did he say ding ding?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I actually appreciate the writing on that one.
Big Show, you're too big for the Intercontinental Championship anyway. I don't know if there's a weight limit on that thing, but if there isn't, there should be when you're carrying that belt around. It looks too dinky around you, and it's white. I don't know. It doesn't look right around the shoulder, I should say.
Yeah, he's not strong
of the Big Show. Yeah. So. Big Show, go for the Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship. Not even the U.S. and the Intercontinental are off limits to you. You're too big. Come on.
Yeah.
Something more your size. Yeah, come on. Anyway, Cody Rhodes, new Intercontinental Champion again. All right, congratulations, Cody Rhodes. After that, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. 2 of 3 falls between Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. Of course, Sheamus is the champion after that 8-second match he had at WrestleMania, which he reminded all of us by wearing that 8-second shirt that he wore. Where can we get that, E?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's on WWE.com if it's
shop.
Yeah, WWEshop.com. There you go.
Why not? All right. So anyway, this match is 2 of 3 falls, and of course, Lucha Libre styles. Back in the old days, WWE had this best 2 of 3, which is pretty popular amongst the old-time fans. But the first match, I should say the first fall, went to Sheamus after Daniel Bryan is DQ'd.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan was actually leaning on Sheamus at the time, and he started kicking Sheamus' arm, and continued to kick the Sheamus' arm, even though the referee was trying to pull him away. He didn't get off after the 5-second count, and Sheamus got the DQ for the first fall. That was part of the strategy, though, because it weakened Sheamus' arm, and Daniel Bryan continued into the next fall.
Smart thinking here by Daniel Bryan, weakening the arm to be able to put the yes lock on the man. So as soon as the second fall is announced, there it is, the yes lock. And it's not by tap out that he wins the match, it's actually by pass out. What was that?
Yeah, the announcers actually made it sound as though he might have been blocking his airway. He was covering his nose with the yes lock. Again, that was like like The Rock earlier this month in the hole John Cena put him in.
Yeah.
Apparently, just either it was supposed to be loss of breath or due to overwhelmed by the pain.
The STF ends up being a choke move, as well as the label lock, aka yes lock.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Whatever.
I'll take it.
Whatever sells. Anyway, after that, of course, there was the best of 3, so the third fall came into play. Third fall was won by Sheamus, hitting a devastating bra kick to the face.
Yeah. Man. Kind. Yes. The kick's so good they named the boot after it. So yeah. Sheamus. After delivering the second of 2 bro kicks, Sheamus was able to retain the title.
Now the guy kicks out of 1, and I've never seen anybody kick out a bro kick.
Yeah.
The guy kicked out of the first one. He didn't land it flush, but he kicked out of it. Nonetheless, something to be said there for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, and the first, especially the first fall of this match, was actually pretty much technical wrestling clinic. This was a good match. I liked it.
All right. Anyway, this match was very good here for Daniel Bryan's career. Actually, JR tweeted saying this guy has to be the top technical wrestler in the WWE, if not one of the best. So that's big words here from a man that's seen a lot of wrestling in his time, JR. And well said. I'd say in my book, he's probably top 4 in the WWE right now, and definitely getting better and better as time goes on.
Yeah, and plus the fact that he already had a bunch of technical skills, and over the last year, my skills have vastly improved. So yeah, you got to give Daniel Bryan props. But,
Absolutely.
Even though he didn't win this one, he's got people in the crowd screaming, yes, 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 so he's doing something right.
Go for the Intercontinental, buddy, or the U.S.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor guy. Anyway, that's the way that that World Heavyweight Championship match ends. Sheamus retains, and we move on from there. After that, we had interesting match here. There was Great Khali and Santino watching the screen monitor in the backstage area when we see two guys, Aaron Relic and Jay Hatton, stating that
two is greater than one.
They're there apparently for the handicap match
Less than
for
two
Ryback.
collectively weigh less than what the other guy bench presses.
Now they're trying to sell the fact that two is better than one, and Ryback doesn't stand a chance. My question to you, E, is: has anybody of these two guys seen Ryback before?
Apparently not. They were definitely trying to sell it to the crowd that two is greater than one. When Ryback got into the ring, Aaron Relic was still trying to point it out to him that two is greater than one. But the announcers gave the correlation between their weights and how much that Ryback could bench press.
Combined, right?
Combined, yeah. And no contest. And Ryback lived up to his moniker of the Terminator and pretty much ran him over.
The guy, if you haven't seen him, and if you hadn't watched the pay-per-view, looks like RVD on Super Soldier Serum.
Yeah.
Straight up. All right? So, man, it was interesting to see. And, again, this was basically a time killer for what proved to be the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
We'll move on from here. But, again, Ryback making an appearance here at the pay-per-view. And, hey, he got the W.
Yeah, big things coming up for this guy. I think, again, him and Brodus Clay would be a good match.
Interesting. All right. After that debacle, we had the WWE Championship match between Chris Jericho and CM Punk. Now, this was, again, a long build match here for the CM Punk and Jericho match. We actually had the match in Chicago, CM Punk's hometown, and CM Punk's family waiting ringside. Yes, the druggy sister, the drunk dad, and the, let's say, Jezebel mother.
Yeah. the mom who's a questionable character, let's say.
Right. Who your daddy? We probably saw Maury a couple of times. Now that's what he was trying to, imply.
Yeah.
Anyway, this match is an entertaining match here. Good performances by CM Punk and Jericho together. And what to be said about that?
Kendo sticks all over the place, going at the announcer's table. At one point, Jericho was taunting CM Punk's sister. She slapped him, and he acted like he was going to go after her, and CM Punk came back after him after that. It was this was one of the better matches of the evening. It was all over the place.
We got two true professionals here, CM Punk and Chris Jericho, going at it. Like he was saying, kendo sticks. The move of the night had to be Chris Jericho lying on the Spanish table. Of course, it has to be Spanish. And CM Punk going on the top rope and doing the straight slam on him, elbow, if you will, on top of Jericho. Now, Jericho took the brunt of the hit when he hits his head on the chair.
Yeah, the chair, the bottom support for the wheels of the chair. As soon as CM Punk hit him, his head whiplashed back into it, and you can see it on his face as he pushed the chair away. It really.
Yeah, he was mad at the chair.
Yeah.
Or mad at the person that left the chair there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Somebody should have pulled it back or something, but nevertheless, this was a over the top match. It was definitely one of the best.
Definitely. Anyway, this match ends when Chris Jericho attempts to hit the go to sleep on CM Punk. It is reversed, and CM Punk is the one who applies the go to sleep on Jericho. Yeah. This match ends with a 1-2-3, and he retains the WWE Championship. So, E, is there going to be another match with these two guys, or is it time to move on here for Jericho?
I'm thinking there's probably going to be more, at least something else after this. I don't know if it's going to go on to the next pay-per-view or not, but I don't think this is over just yet.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens here after that. Then, after that match, we had a nice surprise here. We had a situation here where Nikki Bella was in the backstage area with her sister Brie, and Eve, the new Divas correspondent, a.k.a., Karen Jarrett.
Pretty much.
Anyway, she's back there stating that, since Beth Phoenix is unable to participate due to injury, she's going to retain the belt without having to defend it. Awesome, awesome. No, not quite.
Not exactly.
Eve does her job and says, no, there's actually going to be a match for you. Mystery match against a mystery opponent. You'll know when you see them. Great. So here comes the Bellas going out to the ring, dressed in black. Very nice, I might add. And here comes the mystery opponent. You know who was really happy to see? We had who, E?
Layla.
Layla! Hey, man.
Daddy is happy that Layla's back.
Layla's back in the WWE, but Layla busted a Gail Kim. E, how did she do that?
Yeah, right as the match began, she basically was able to go ahead and run over Nikki pretty much. Even though they tried to do this twin magic, Layla came in and her first match in, she won the Divas Championship title.
Twin magic worked against them as they switch it over, and it's just in time for Layla to do her thing, get the W, and is the new Divas Champion. Man, back from injury, right away, and gets a championship.
Yeah.
A.K.A.
Gail Kim style, pretty much. Yeah. You know.
Anyway.
Yeah. Didn't expect to see that. Didn't expect to even see her there tonight. Didn't expect to see her to get the title so quick, but...
Well, my expectation is, when they said that, they were going to have a mystery opponent here. Again, Beth Phoenix cannot participate in defending in trying to retain her belt. I was hoping we had Karma coming out and just slapping the old wits out of, you know, I love me my Bella twins, but straight up, Nikki Bella and having Karma as the Divas. And then we have here Beth Phoenix there, try to take it, and we build ourselves a classic female championship match. Yeah. But not quite yet.
Yeah. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're probably going to do something along those lines. Either after Beth Phoenix is clear to come back, or sometime. I'm thinking sometime this year. It's got to be sometime this year. But yeah, they wouldn't. Eve actually made a point of it to mention that it wasn't Karma. So right before the match. So I'm thinking it's on the horizon somewhere.
Anyway,
can't wait.
But it's good to see Layla back.
Yeah,
definitely good to see her back. Welcome back, Layla. Good to see you. We missed you. Anyway, after that we had the main event of the evening. We had Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. And they did a lot of advertising for this match. They made a little controversy, crossover between mixed martial arts and wrestling. Yeah. It's MMA versus wrestling, pro wrestling versus mixed martial arts. And basically it turned the crowd against Brock Lesnar because, again, these are wrestling fans.
Yeah.
WWE did a great job of turning the crowd against Brock and towards Cena.
Yes, they did. And they, as Brock Lesnar came in, all in his MMA gear, he still had his shirts with his I don't know if they're old or current sponsors on him. Came in, had his all his gloves and everything.
Oh yeah, MMA
he went totally MMA style, at least towards the beginning of the match. Doing the hits, arm locks, the whole 9 yards. And even though this is a wrestling match, and that was not an accident at all. As the industry has been going on and evolving, and as the MMA has been going on and evolving, there has been sort of this clash of who's going to get the money, and this match was sort of symbolic of that. But Brock, even though he's been away for a while, he still has the moves. Except for one point where he sort of botched it and went over the top rope when he wasn't supposed to.
This guy flopped over. I thought he hurt his knee.
Yeah,
there's a guy that size should not go flying over the top rope in the way that he did. Yeah. But man, when he grabbed his knee, I said, "This is over."
It's like,
the guy's out. But no, he gets back up like a true champ and continues the match.
Yeah, gets back in. Takes another run at it, and John Cena catches him with the change around the hand, and puts him down. And after that, we had the double A onto the metal steps. But both of them got cut up in this match. John Cena got cut up a whole lot more, and in the arm lock that Brock Lesnar put him in, it looked as though, the way he was talking after the match, actually, it looks as though he might have actually sustained an injury. Don't know if it's legit or not. We'll keep you posted on that. But either way, he was talking about he might be going away for a while.
Two things I have to say about Brock Lesnar. One, the fool doesn't know how to wrestle. The guy injures himself and he injures others. That's all he knows how to do. He did the same here with John Cena. John Cena suffered injury due to Brock Lesnar because the guy can't wrestle. John Cena is the only one with the balls to say, I'll wrestle this guy. Even though I know he could probably kill me and he'd probably get close to it, I'll still wrestle him for the good of the business. Mm-hmm. The guy stepped up. He took on Brock Lesnar. He suffered the injury, but he got the W, bloodied up. He mentioned here at the end of the pay-per-view, he's going to be out for some time. But dude, what more do the people want from John Cena than when he brings to the table day in and day out every night? The guy still gets booed. Why?
I don't know. People call him a goody and say that he's fake or whatever. It's like, I don't know in terms of being just a company man, what else he can do for the WWE. The only thing I can think of is he does need to go away for a while. At the very least, let people miss him. Because let him see how it is to deal with everybody else. The rest of the roster's doing what they can, but John Cena has been Mr. Reliable for a long time.
Apparently, that's the only thing they're going to be able to do is have him go away for a while, and hopefully the people end up saying, "Whoa, what happened to John Cena? Wasn't it cool having John Cena on for us? Yeah, he was straight up legit." But again, that's the only way to prove a point for John Cena is by going away for a while. I wish Randy Orton would do it and actually let the people miss him. Then they would know what they had originally, and there you go. Yeah. So that's it. That's all we have here for the coverage here and the review show of Extreme Rules. This was a great pay-per-view.
I thought so too.
Man, you cannot go wrong when getting this pay-per-view because of the sheer strength of the main event.
Yeah, the main event, the undercards with
good too.
CM Punk and Jericho. The championship matches with Daniel Bryan and
Sheamus. Great match too.
Yeah. Overall, this was a very good, well done pay-per-view.
Yeah, great match here for the Divas. Also, we had Layla almost break the neck of Nikki Bella. It was interesting pay-per-view. Definitely entertaining and good to see. If you guys didn't get a chance to look at it, hopefully you watched or kept track of it with the UnifiedWrestling.com live coverage. But if not, you watched the show, so you're updated. Consider yourself updated, my man. Anyway, from myself, Sirius Scorpio, Invincible E. Vincent, thank you very much for watching. Don't miss the WWE Monday Night Raw review by this man himself tomorrow night. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next week.
Take care.